guys, I'll be back in a minute. I'll get my shoes on and do the things here. Nobody hang on this side.
Okay, guys, I'll be back in a minute. I'll get my shoes on and do the things.
Oh, just a minute. Let me get my shoes on. Coat. Gotta get my shoes on. Coat. Oh, no. You live for a second here. Just a second. Get something to tie you up here. Come on. Hang on just a minute, buddies. Okay, coffee, and then I'll be ready. Don't drink too much water. I'll get you some. Here you go, buddy. Back up a little bit. Right here. There's you some water. Okay. Hello, everybody. Let me switch things around here. Oops, I gotta turn off the share thing. Don't end broadcast. Stop sharing. And stop that. Stop the sharing. Hello, everybody. Sorry about being a little bit late. Oh, my goodness. Yes, I got you some cookies, buddies. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Zan. Hi, Jessie. Candy. Hi, Kiwi. Hi, Moonstone. Hi, cat that's clawing my leg like a ornery little thing that he is. Hi, Big P. Hi, Holly. Teresa. Kitty treats. Hi, Derek. Oh, my goodness. I have been rushing. Partially thanks to Bob. Oh. Hi, Rack. Set up here. I look like shit tonight. But, you know, what can you do? Okay. No politics. Hi, Detroit Shrimp and Aquatics. Hi, Moonstone. And who else we got in here? Gnarly, hi. Hi, James. Hi, Daniken. Hi, Wyoming. Hi, James. I already said hi to James. I said hi twice to James. Oh, goodness. Okay, so I got some cards ready to give away tonight. My plan's to do 3. And so one of them that I did and posted on Facebook last night, I sold it like within a half an hour. So I did a couple more. And then during Dan's live stream, Bob said, oh, did you get the message I wanted the rabbit? Well, I looked everywhere and I couldn't find no message from him saying he wanted the rabbit. But I thought, okay, I have to do another one real quick. So during Dan's live stream, I did another one. And now he doesn't want the rabbit. So thanks, Bob. I had to rush. But here's what I'm going to give it. Well, first off, I'll show you this. I think this is going to be for for Ginger Graves, unless she doesn't want it. Let me see if I could show it halfway decent here. Because I promised her a couple, and this is going to be one of them, unless she wants a different one, in which case I'll give it away next week. So, hang on a second here. Okay, gotta go over to StreamYard, make sure it shows up. So, I tilt it so you can see it. Still can't see it really good, but it is some Rummy Nose Tetra and colored pencil. So, I haven't heard from Ginger yet if she wants this one or not. So, I won't give it away tonight. So, we'll see for next week, depending on if she wants it. Then I did a swan that I sold right away. This one's going to be in the giveaway tonight. It's a Canadian goose. In charcoal. It's hard to get. I got them inside of little protectors that are shiny. This one is a young goldfish. I don't like it very well, but I'll give it away. And there's the bunny. It is a baby cottontail, so it's got really short ears because it's cotton baby. Hush. And then this is the one that I did really quick during Dan's stream. Thanks, Bob. It's a little chipmunk. I don't know if you can see it very good or not, but it's a fat little chipmunk. This little chipmunk was up at a rest stop on top of Beartooth Pass, and it was very definitely dependent on tourists because this was the fattest chipmunk that I had ever seen in my life before. So I'm going to give 3 of them away. So I'll probably do the goose and the bunny and the chipmunk tonight. And then I'll save the ugly little goldfish for next week. And I can't give away the Rummy Nose till Ginger sees it. So we got that gone over. Duck Goose. Hi, Chevy. Hi, the Art of Handmade Dolls and stuff. I'm glad you could make it in tonight. And let me switch back over here where I can see people. So that's what I'm going to give away tonight, and I'll do the first one pretty soon, and the next one kind of in the middle of the stream, and then one at the end of the stream. I'll probably go ahead and do the chipmunk first, but I got to change my little giveaway thing because I had the goldfish written down. I'm going to save it for next week. So we'll replace the goldfish with the chipmunk that I did in a big hurry. Thanks, Bob. Oh, you got your card? Good, Derek. Hi, Dragon Lair. Hi, Fishy Fun. The chipmunk is funks. Hi, Risa Real. And I've got to give Buddy a couple more cookies. Oh yeah, let me check and see if Nightbot will work. I don't know. I think I maybe I should like undo it all and do it over again. If it doesn't work, then I'm going to do it like I did on the last of the giveaways last week, where I have you do a number between 1 and 100, and the closest one, only one guess each, because that didn't work out too bad. Oh, there was a mama duck and baby duck. I love little baby ducks. I almost did some baby ducks for tonight's giveaway. Maybe I'll do some for next week with their little striped faces and stuff. The little my mind just went blank. The ducks with the green heads. My mind just went blank. Sorry. Yep. Go get your coffee in a minute. Can't go. Mallards, yes. Thank you, Sandy. Like I say, sometimes my mind just goes like, it's gone. And I know that too, but it was just gone. Yep, mallards. The green-headed mallards. Yeah, I'll either do 1 to 50 or 50 to 100, and everybody can just have one guess apiece. And that way I'm not sitting here like staring at the numbers rolling by like a slot machine or something. Because that was like impossible last week when I had to guess as many times as you wanted to. The numbers were flying by. And I could not keep up. So it's just going to be one guess apiece. And yeah, so we'll do that here pretty quick. Meanwhile, how's everybody doing? Yeah, that was insanity. It was Chevy Fish. It was just insane trying to keep up with it. A few summers ago, there was a mommy duck with like 5, 6 babies waddling through my backyard along the fence line. Oh, that's cool. Well, she probably had them on dry land somewhere and was like taking them back to the lake. Yeah, when I lived in Livingston, there was a bunch of mallards, like at least 100 mallards would winter over at the lagoon, and there was like 50 or so wood ducks that would winter over. And I always knew when spring was close because the trumpeter swans would stop by on their way north. And sometimes the lagoon would still be frozen, and I got tons of pictures of them walking on ice. But I always knew spring was coming when they were headed north. So, and then in the fall, they'd stop in again on their way south. But have you guys ever seen a trumpeter swan out of the water? Oh, my dear God. They have the biggest black feet in the world. It looks like they're wearing combat boots. But yeah, I'm not sure how far away spring is this year. It's been warmer than normal, so we might have an earlier spring. I think we're supposed to get some snow next week, though. Yeah, they do. They have huge feet. It always reminds, and black on these pure white birds. So it always reminded me of combat boots. I got tons of pictures of them walking on ice, though, because it stopped by on their way up north, and a lot of times everything would still be frozen. Tomorrow is spring officially. Yeah, well, not in Montana. Because, Montana. It might come earlier here because we've had a really unusually warm winter. I mean, we've had a lot of snow and there's a lot of times below zero, but it didn't get down to like 40 below at all. And like this last week, there's been 3 days where it was a high of 50, which is just really, really, really unusual for this time of year. We should still be like in the sub-zeros. Last year at this time, we had a huge snowstorm, and we had 50-degree days this week. So done with snow. It's usually not done with snow here until the end of May, but like I say, it's been a really odd winter, so we might be done with the snow. Oh, we're supposed to get some light snow next week, though. It snowed up there. Yeah, I'm not surprised. It's still early. We shouldn't be having 50-degree days here. Yeah. Canadian geese can be mean. Yep. It's called a mild winter. Yeah, it was definitely a very mild winter here. And it shouldn't be over, but we'll see. The trees are blooming. Whoa. Nope, I still got dead grass and everything. I mean, it's not that far in the spring. Yep, geese are mean, and if you're on the East Coast, the mute swans are really mean too. I'm kind of high up. I'm about 7,000 feet above sea level. I'm kind of in a bowl with mountains all around, but kind of a high mountain bowl. So does everybody have all the stuff that they need to survive for the next month? Although they're saying it could be June or July before all this nonsense is over with. Hi, Andy. I actually haven't gotten anything yet. I mean, like, I put in an order at Amazon and it's been 4 days and they haven't even processed it yet. And I saw briefly on the news that they're like way behind and they're fulfilling orders that are like necessities first, like toilet paper and stuff. And I didn't order any toilet paper. I got coffee and some cat litter and some creamer and some dish soap and paper towels. So, but they haven't even processed it yet. And I'm afraid I'm going to be out of coffee before they process it. So I might just go to town and get what I need and then cancel the order. Yeah, I had to switch when I picked up the can of Folgers. And while I was, like thinking about what I could afford and what I needed, like you start out with a big order and then you start crossing stuff off because you can't afford it. So while I was doing that, the coffee ran out. So then I went with another from a different place. I mean, it was still on Amazon, but another place. I got another coffee and they ran out before I placed my order. So I ended up getting 2 small cans instead of 1 big one. Oh, that's awful, Chevy Fish. Those mute swans can be really, really mean. And Bob says, Candy, check your messages, please. Are you talking about me again, Bob? Am I going to have to, like, drive over there and beat you up? And like I said, I placed my order 4 days ago, and it's in there. If I go look on Amazon, the order's in there, but they have not processed it yet, let alone sent it. And I'm almost out of coffee, and I need kitty litter, and yeah, busted, huh? So I don't know if I go like to the store and buy the same stuff, then I'm gonna have to cancel the Amazon one because I don't have enough money for both. Well, I got, like, before all this nonsense started, I bought a new package of toilet paper. And I've still got 10 rolls left. And it's only me in the house. And 10 rolls will last me quite a long time. And I figure by the time I get close to being out, the insanity of buying toilet paper should be done. Because everybody should have enough for like 5 years by now. So I should be able to go in and buy some toilet paper, I'm hoping. But I did stop at the store because I wanted to get some milk and eggs and some butter. And there wasn't any of that stuff. So I got to try again. And I saw that Wyoming had, like, Monday they had 3 cases, confirmed cases. And this morning they had 15 confirmed cases. And one of them is in Laramie. So I got to be super, super careful when I go out. Yeah, the crazies buy it all up. And I just want some milk and some butter. And, like I say, I'll wait on the toilet paper because I figure by the time I run out of toilet paper, it should be back in the stores again. Unless people keep buying it like they're insane. I saw a little clip online where some gal, 2 ladies were fighting over the toilet paper because, and it's ridiculous to fight over it, but the one lady had a shopping cart full of the great big huge, she had like 5 great big bundles of toilet paper, and she took everything off the shelf, and the other lady just wanted to get one of them from her. That people are weird. I mean, it's like, don't be so selfish. What do you need toilet paper to last 5 years for? Oh, good. I'm glad you got some of that, Chevy. Yeah, it's like, what the hell? First place, I'm not going to fight over anything. The second place, why do you need that much toilet paper? Leave some for somebody else. Oh, 6 months? Hell, it looked like some of them were buying for 5 years. Their grandkids won't ever have to buy toilet paper. Their grandkids will inherit like all these cases of toilet paper. Yeah, it was stupid, Moonstone. I mean, give the lady a package of toilet paper. You don't need that much. Hi, redfish, bluefish. So anyway, I haven't bought any toilet paper because I had just bought a package, and like I said, I got 10 rolls, and I know you're all gonna say that I'm full of shit, but I'm still not gonna use it that fast. And by the time it gets close to being gone, they should have some more in the stores. But right now I've got rice. That's what I've got. So I'm hoping I can get some milk and eggs and butter so I can do a little bit of cooking. And if I end up with enough change left over, I'll try to get some frozen veggies. Would be good too if there's any left. But I'm probably going to try to go tomorrow. And the other thing is, if you have to, you can survive without toilet paper. You're in a bathroom with a shower in it, Sorry, but, what the heck. Yeah, I haven't changed anything yet, except that, like I said, I don't have any milk or eggs or anything. And I normally would have gone to the store to get some, and I went to the store and it was all gone. But I haven't stocked up on anything. Like I said, I got a 20-pound bag of rice that I haven't opened up yet, so I figure I'm not going to starve to death no matter what. But it would be nice to get some milk and eggs and butter. It would just be one of those, nice things to have. But no, the store shelves are empty. So what else is going on with everybody? How did people survive in the early 1900s? Well, as far as toilet paper goes, there was Sears catalogs and stuff like that got used a lot. So you bought 15 frozen rats in the freezer for your snakes. That's what I did. I stopped and got extra worms for my axolotls because I don't want to run out. And if they end up closing that little store, then I won't be able to get any worms for them. So basically, I took care of my animals, put in a small order at Amazon, which is mostly coffee. We don't really have any here, Moonstone. We have a Safeway, and there's another small store that's kind of like Safeway, and there's Walmart, and that is it. Ridley's. There's a Ridley's and a Safeway and Walmart. Oh, I bet they are, Zen, and it's going to be a while too. They might not even go back to school this year until fall. I figure everybody should have clean butts as much toilet paper as everybody's been buying. Your nephew is there now driving you crazy? That's not a good thing. I should turn off that water. That tank's empty anyway. Turn off the filter so it doesn't make noise. There we go. Just never use the Sears catalog slicky sheets. uh, Pam seen Dragoness in the Walmart parking lot. Damn straight, yep. The Venice Canal cleared up. Well, that's kind of cool. Probably because nobody's like throwing trash in it. Everybody's like staying home. Our schools are closed until September. I think everybody's are going to end up being. They just shut our schools down this Monday. We only had 3 cases in the state, 3 confirmed cases. Hi, Vanoski. But it went from 3 cases Monday to 15 cases this morning. So, yeah. And one of them's in Laramie, and then a couple in Cheyenne. And then the rest are up close to Casper. Yep, a lot of people must have been walking around with filthy hind ends all this time. Yep, they shut our schools down for at least 2 months. Yeah, everybody's saying like 2 or 3 weeks, but then the last press conference, it was mentioned that it could be July or August before everything's back to normal. So if it's July or August, they won't be starting school again till fall. Yeah, Courtney's the one that I'm most worried about because she has MS real bad. I mean, like real bad. Hi, Skippers. And she's in Portland, which is not a good place to be. But her and her roommates have gotten groceries and stuff, and they have people that are going to be delivering anything they need to their door because they're not going to go out, because her and the 2 people that she lives with are all immune compromised because of various diseases. So hopefully she'll be okay. Jessica, my oldest, lives down by Eugene, and she's a school teacher, and they just shut the schools down. So, and then yeah, they'll be okay. I haven't talked to Tucker about any of it yet, but they're young and healthy. Tucker works up at the hospital, so hopefully everybody's going to be okay. The main one I was worried about is Courtney because of her MS, but like I say, they got groceries, they are hunkered down, and they have friends lined up to bring anything to their door that they need after this. So they are not planning on leaving the house at all. I've got rice, Derek. Rice. That's what I have, is rice. And only half a bottle of soy sauce, so I'm thinking I need to scrape up enough to get some different kinds of spices for my rice, or I'm going to be really tired of rice. But I will survive. You can live off rice. Tomorrow morning I got to go do my laundry, and I'm going to drop a bunch of whoever wins their stuff, I'm going to drop it off at the post office. And then I'm going to go check the store real quick and see if they have milk and eggs and butter yet, because I really want some milk and eggs and butter. Rice, tuna, and mayo. I was thinking about that. I was looking at Amazon sells tuna fish by the case, and I was thinking, if I got a jar of mayonnaise and then got a case of tuna fish, I would do fine on that too. And I can make my bread. I've got flour, and I definitely know how to make bread. So, and I've got a lot of fish food. I stocked up on fish food, and I got a lot of cat food. Probably I should pick up one more bag of dog food to stick in the corner to make sure I don't run out of doggy food. And on my Amazon order, I ordered some kitty litter, because Lord knows we don't want to run out of kitty litter. But like I say, there is a case in Laramie now, so I've got to be extremely careful when I go out, because I'm elderly, I am. It's like I don't feel elderly, but I am Go in the morning. Okay, I'll remember that, Bob, or Candy. I'll try to do that. I shall try in the morning. But the other pain in the neck is I've got to stop at the bank to get some cash out because, of course, I don't have a debit card because it got canceled because somebody hacked my debit card last week. So now, in order to buy anything, I have to stop at the bank and get some cash out. That's a pain in the ass. Oh no, Teresa. I've got a little bit of yeast. I got a bag of flour so I can make bread for a while. If I got some, no, it's going to takes 1 to 2 weeks. And I think I took care of it Friday, so it's going to be the earliest possible would be this Friday, but probably next week sometime. You do want the bunny? Okay. I'll hold the bunny back for you because I did a chippy monk. So I'll hold the bunny for you. And I'll hold the rummy nose tetras for Ginger. And I did a swan, a trumpeter swan that I sold right away, and I already got it sent off this morning, or I'd show you. Bob wants the bunny. Yep, and it's only $20. That's not that much. I'm not selling them for that much, but I'm trying to do and I'm going to start stockpiling some and maybe have an auction or something when it gets close to when I have to move. Because, moving is expensive. It's all hell. The floor is drying out. I got from the living room to the kitchen is dry, and now I'm working on from the fish tank down the hallway because it's quite wet still. But I've been working on that half, and now it's dry, so now I'm working on the other half. Send you a bill thing? Okay, Bob. I will do that sometime tonight or in the morning. Yeah, I'm not worried about bread because I can make my own bread anyway. Yeah, Derek, I'll let you know, but I'm hoping it'll be at least a month, but I'm going to start putting some of these, doing a bunch of these. Actually, they don't take me that long. Like I say, I did this little chipmunky guy during Dan's stream. Maybe took me maybe half an hour. And that's not the best one in the world, but they don't take me forever to do. So I can stockpile some of them, try to auction some off to raise a little bit of money. Oh, the whole house is carpeted except for the kitchen and the bathroom, so. And the hallway is wet halfway down the hallway, so. But I'm getting it dry. I got half of it dry, and the other half I'm working on now. I'm getting there. I still got to pull the tank and get it outside, which is going to be a pain in the ass because I'm not that strong. And it's heavy, but I'm going to do it. I got to get it done. Yeah, I had a 40 breeder explode. Now it's still sitting there, waiting for me to lift it out of the way and replace the shelf and see what I want to do there. But then all this quarantine stuff hit, so I'm not sure when I'm going to do it. Do I have any waterfowl pictures? Not right now. I'm just starting to save some now for tonight's giveaway. I do have the goose that I'm going to give away tonight, the Canadian goose. And Rack said that he wanted a Ganser, so I'm probably going to do that sometime this week. The whole back of the tank broke out. The tank was empty within seconds. It wasn't a slow leak. It was a total blowout. I heard the crash and turned around and the tank was empty. It was that fast. What? YouTube says it streamed 8 hours ago? Good heavens. That's funny. I wonder why they did that. Mine says started streaming 40 minutes ago. We should do a giveaway, huh? So I guess we're going to do the chipmunk and the goldfish, which actually that's one of Aquamate's is goldfish, and the Canadian goose. So everybody tell me what you would like first. I forgot to open up my PayPal so I can thank people if anybody donates. Oops. That's the wrong password. And got that open, and now I gotta go back and see what everybody wants first. Goldfish, chipmunk, and then the goose. That sounds like a good idea. That sounds like a winner to me. The bunny. Oh, Bob wants the bunny, so I gotta save the bunny for him. You got yours today? Yay, Anthony. Well, maybe you can win another one tonight. Back off, Holly. Okay, so I'm going to write a number down. And we're going to keep scribbling on my card here. We'll do the goldfish. And then we'll do the goose. Oh, then we'll do the chipmunk. And we'll do the goose last. Okay, so I got to think of a number. Write a number down. Okay, now the rules for this game is it's going to be a number between 50 and 100, and everybody's going to get one guess and one only. If you guess more than once, you get disqualified. And whoever gets closest to the number without going over is the winner. Everybody straight on that? And wait till I say start. Uh-oh, I gotta hit that so I can type. I'll give a minute for lag to catch up. Okay, lag caught up. I'm going to type start, and then everybody guess one number. Like I say, between 50 and 100, one guess, and the closest person without going over. I'm not going to count Daniken and Raven and stuff. It's going to start after I hit the start thing. So now do it again. Does everybody have a number in yet? I think probably everybody's done, but I'll give it a few minutes here. Make doubly sure. Doubly bubbly sure. Most of you went way high. You're not playing for the goldfish? Okay. That's actually smart. So if you want one of the other ones, if you win the goldfish, then you wouldn't be able to play again until next week because it's only one person. You can only win one a night. Because I don't want somebody to win all of them. Okay. So, the number, everybody done? I'm going to type in done, make sure everybody knows we're done. Okay. Oh, Jess, do you want to put in a number real quick for the goldfish or no? It's between between 50 and 100, and one guess. Okay, Okay, I know I don't like the goldfish very much either. It happens. Okay, so the number is 63. So I'm going to go back up and see who is under 63 and the closest. We got over 65. Derek, you were close. Bob is at 13. We got a 57. 64. Oh, so close. 59. Loaves and Fishes got 59. And I think that's going to be the one. Yep, that's the one. So the goldfish is going to go to Loaves and Fishes. And Loaves and Fishes, you need to send me your mailing address, and I'll get it out tomorrow. Send it to my email. gmail.com, and there's that. And then we'll wait a little while and we'll do the chipmunk. And I'll show you again. This is the one that you won. It's a young goldfish. And like I say, we'll do another one here in a little bit. Yeah, actually, it's a goldfish that belongs to Aquamate. He sent me a picture of it, so I went ahead and drew it. The goose, I'm probably going to do last. The Canadian goose. And then the next one that I'll do probably in about half an hour to 45 minutes is going to be this guy right here, the chipmunk that I did in a quick hurry. That chipmunk, he was up, like I say, he was at the at a rest area. And I have never, I mean, I fed him pizza, so I'm guilty too, but I have never seen a fatter chipmunk in my life before. He definitely got fed a lot. Yep, I'm saving the goose for last. I had a trumpeter swan too, but like I said, I posted him on, put him into my album on Facebook, and like within 15 minutes I had a message from somebody that wanted to buy the swan. So then I did a goose instead. Jess, are you threatening everybody? Yeah, the swan, it went so fast, Candy. I mean, it's like I just posted it and went on YouTube, and my computer dinged, and I looked, and somebody wanted it already. I mean, it was like probably less than 10 minutes after I posted it. So, you want a snake? I might do a snake. I could probably do a snake. The prairie dogs at Devil's Tower are fat too, yeah. Jay's bedroom is determined to win the goose. Sounds like Jess is going to fight you if you do. You're not threatening anybody. You're social distancing. I was thinking I should do a shrimp, Maria. Actually, I was thinking about that. I should do a shrimp. What I need to do, though, is find some good photographs. And I won't just get them off the internet. I might be like looking at people's videos and asking them if I can draw their fish off their videos. So if you get a message from me asking, don't be too surprised. Oh, I just did a giveaway on the goldfish, but you knew that. Other than that, nope, you didn't miss anything. Other than Jess threatening anybody who wants to try to win the Canadian goose. You want another bear? I gave away a bear last week, but I'll probably do another bear eventually. I mean, I just do whatever hits my fancy at the time. Yeah, I could do that. I could screenshot off mine, or I could screenshot off someone else's if I ask them if I can. Because I want to try to have like every giveaway have at least one fish from somebody else. It's not a threat when it's a promise. Yep. Oh dear. Your crane wants a goose for a friend. Yep, yep. Oh, when I sold the swan so fast, I thought, I'd better do a bird, or Candy's gonna be mad at me if she doesn't at least have a bird to try for. So I did that little goose. I'm probably gonna do a sheep next. You never know. As somebody was asking me if I'd do another, like a bighorn sheep. A hummingbird. I don't have any photographs of hummingbirds. Oh, you're getting so close, Bob. Post a link to one of your playlists so we can finish up. Or maybe Candy can post a link to one of Bob's playlists. I've run through them all, but his freshwater one I think has the most hours on it. Oh, that's right, Jesse. You got kids home too, huh? There's Bob's playlist. All right. Only need 300 more hours and he will be able to get monetized. Hi, Ed. How are you? You'll probably be working from home starting Friday. Yeah, that's not surprised. Oh, thank you for the $10 super chat. Dorina, now is that Wyoming? Wyoming, is that you, Dorina? Somebody sent me a $10 super chat. I think it's Wyoming 307. Wyoming, is that you? No, that's not you. Okay, who did it? Who's Dorina? Oh, that was Loaves and Fishes. You didn't have to send me money. That was like a giveaway. But she says for frozen veggies, so that's cool. That's cool. Thank you very much. I need some frozen veggies. I got like nothing in the freezer right now. Nothing in the fridge and nothing in the freezer. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, Loaves and Fishes. Oh, you did that before? Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. And I probably will buy some veggies with it because I need some veggies to mix with my rice. But you know, there's a lot in a lot of countries they live off nothing but rice, so I'm sure I will be fine. But I will get bored if I don't have something to mix in with it once in a while, you know. Yeah, I'll get tired of it real fast because I'm spoiled. Okay, so how many people want me to go over a couple art pieces tonight? Oh, that's true, Moonstone. That's true. But I don't want to eat my fish, so. Should we do some art? Spoiled Pam, yep. Hashtag spoiled Pam, definitely. Okay, so I got some art stuff ready, so let me get it up here. What? It's like a share screen, and then go over to this one. That one right there. There we go. Oh, thank you, Sheila Tolman, for donating $5, or super chat of $5, I should call it, because that's the only kind of super chat I can have until I figure this stuff out. I know, isn't that face like so cool then? This guy was at the state fair in Massachusetts when I went to the state fair, and he was tied up outside of the horse barn, and he was right by the sidewalk. And Massachusetts State Fair is big, and there was hundreds and hundreds of people walking by, and he never ever raised his head off the ground. He would just kind of like roll his eyes when people got close to him. I could watch him go by. He'd kind of roll his eyes and watch him go by. And I stood there and was watching him, and I was like, I fell in love with that guy. Absolutely fell in love with him. Because he was just so awesome. And so I laid down on the ground on the other side of the sidewalk from him and got some pictures of him. Because I had to do a drawing of him because he was too cute. And then I entered the drawing in an art show in Provincetown. And it's a really, really uppity art club, and they're like, it's hard to even get anything in their shows. He actually got in their show. And then they sent me a photograph of the guy bought the drawing, and he had a bulldog that looked a lot like him, not exactly like him, but a lot like him. But he bought the drawing, so that was kind of cool. But then the next year at the I went to the state fair again, and he was still there, but this time I found his owners and stuff. And I'd already sold the drawing, but I talked to him for a little bit. His name was Harley, and he was the mascot for a beer company that had a team of draft horses and a wagon in the parade. And I forget the name of the beer company. It wasn't Budweiser, but they had like the same type of draft horses and the wagon and all that stuff. And he was their mascot that sat on the seat when they'd go in the parade. Yeah, his name was Harley. I thought he was I love that dog. He was so cute. Hi, Chris. So that's that drawing, and I'll do another one. I don't even remember. I set this up 2 weeks ago, so I'm not sure what I even put in these. Hang on just a second here and I'll go on to the next one. Oh, Ed, thank you, Ed. Ed made a super chat of $20. Sheila Tolman made a super chat of $5. And Loaves and Fishes did a $10 super chat. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so let me go on to the next one here. Click the little arrow thing. It hits the next one. I don't remember what it is. Hurry up. I know I put 3 on here. Oh, there we go, the ducks. Not a whole lot to say about the ducks, but I'll kind of go over them. I don't remember what beer it was then. I don't drink beer, so it didn't stick with me. Oh, thank you, Chris. I never did get the one that you sent. I hope you got it back because I never got it. But this time I did a $20 super chat. Chris, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, these are some mallards, and I thought of this painting like a long time before I did it, and I had to kind of get the reference photos that I wanted because I decided I wanted to Punchy, you'd better message me. I've been messaging you, Jess. I messaged you today and showed you my drawings. Okay, Chris, good night. Thanks for coming in. Oh, yeah, you don't like the mallards? These guys were on ice, and the name of the painting is On Thin Ice. And it was kind of fun because what I did with the painting, and please let me know if I'm boring you guys when I tell you this stuff. I know you wanted a list last week, Jess. I kind of accidentally forgot to send you one. It was totally an accident. Anyway, so what I did was I painted all the snow first with white paint. And the painting's heavy because the white paint is really thick. And I put those cracks and stuff in it. You can't really see it real well, but there's like cracks in the ice and stuff. And then I painted the ducks on top of it. And I don't like the one female mallard that's in the back, the female. But that's the position she was in and stuff. It's just how she looked. But I gave it to my favorite cousin. And I love the painting myself, but it was just fun to do. But my cousin sent me a message a couple weeks ago that he is moving into a small apartment in Tacoma this coming spring, and he's got quite a bit of my artwork, and he wanted to know if I wanted this painting back. So this painting is going to be available, guys, like sometime this spring when they get a chance to stop by. I'm sure after all this junk is over with, because my aunt, he lives with my aunt, my favorite aunt, and my favorite cousin, and she's like 89 or something like that. So I'm sure she's not going anywhere for a while. But when I get it back, it will be available for sale. And that's not a great photograph of it, but it's really awesome. It's really heavy because it's got a lot of paint on it. But But yeah, it's called On Thin Ice. I forget the exact size of it. I could look it up, but it doesn't really matter that much. My favorite cousin. You guys want to hear a story about my favorite cousin? Oh, thank you, Thomas. Thomas sent me a message saying he really likes it. I'll answer after the stream is over, okay? But I won't have it until like sometime this spring. But anyway, I'll tell you about my favorite cousin. My favorite cousin, his name's Brian, and he's my age. And my favorite aunt. I love my aunt. My aunt has this weird sense of humor, really like a dry sense of humor, and she just totally cracks me up all the time. But Brian is her son, and he's my age. Yeah, roosters can be mean. And he had a real high-powered job. I forget exactly where he worked, but he traveled, had something to do with computers and computer programming. And he traveled all over the place, and he got paid a lot. And he had a house in Tacoma, and he had a house in California. And I think he had a summer house on the East Coast someplace too. But when he was in California, he was out jogging and he collapsed and he had a brain aneurysm. So my aunt flew down, emergency. They took him to the hospital and did emergency brain surgery. And he was in surgery for something like 27 hours or something like that. But they did save his life. But what happened is, while he was in surgery, his wife, he had a wife and 2 daughters. And while he was in surgery, his wife cleaned out their bank accounts and signed a do not resuscitate order for when he got done with the surgery. So my aunt had to get her lawyer real quick and get power of attorney, get her off of the power of attorney, and undo that kind of stuff. But like I say, she cleaned out the bank accounts and stuff. And as soon as he was out of surgery, she left him. And she ended up getting the house in Tacoma and a lot of child support. And she told the judge that she didn't want him to be able to see the kids because he was a freak, because he had a steel plate in his head. And yeah, it was pretty bad. People can be really awful. But anyway, I love my cousin. He's my favorite cousin. And he's got a plate in his head, and he has trouble with short-term memory. So he has to have make reminder notes for his doctor's offices and stuff like that. And he has to have a GPS so he doesn't forget where he's going. But other than that, he's really okay. But he couldn't work anymore. But luckily, he had a really good paying job. And he got 75% of his wages. He had an insurance policy, so he gets 75% of his wages. So he does okay. But I absolutely love my cousin Brian, and I love my Aunt Faith. They're like my 2 favorite people in the world, besides my kids. Okay, I'll talk to you later, Skippers. I'll answer your Facebook question about the duck painting, either tonight or in the morning, depending on how long I stream tonight and how late I'm up. So, okay, so that is the story with that painting, and probably a story about my favorite cousin that you didn't want to hear, but I told you anyway. And once again, if anybody's leaving, thank you to Chris and Ed and Sheila Tolman and Lobes and Fishes for for your super chats, which are going to go to the grocery store with me. I have to admit, they're going to go to the grocery store with me this time. Okay, so that is that painting. But my favorite, my Aunt Faith, who's Brian's mother, Brian lives with her now, and they travel all over the place. I mean, to Europe and everything. They've been traveling all over the place. And my aunt goes to every like bird festival thing, and she's got like a bird book that every time she finds stuff in the bird book, she writes down the date and stuff. And last time I talked to her, she only had like 1 or 2 birds in the whole field guide that she hadn't seen yet. But like I say, she goes to all the bird festivals and all that stuff, and every time she comes over, I'll take them out driving, finding birds. So it's a lot of fun. She's definitely a serious birder. And Brian does all the driving because she's getting old. So it works out really good. You love hearing about horrible people. Oh, God. So, and my cousin takes a lot of pictures because, like I say, his short-term memory isn't kind of got affected by the brain surgery and the steel plate and stuff. So after like 2 or 3 weeks, he forgets where he's been. So he takes pictures, a lot of photographs, so that he can remember where he's been. Yep, I've driven all over the place with my aunt finding birds, and we found some that she didn't have on her list yet and stuff, and she was all excited, so it was a lot of fun. And I forget what kind it was, but we found a really rare sparrow in Yellowstone Park that she didn't have on her list yet. So that was pretty cool. I love everything. I love wildlife, period, but I love birds too. Definitely love birds too. Hi, Lady Griffin. How are you tonight? So should we do the last one now? I love finding all different kinds of ducks. You know, somebody was asking me a week or so ago about what kinds of ducks I've seen around here, and I forgot one of them that's really cool. Really odd looking duck. Have you guys seen the shovel nose? That is a strange looking duck, but it's really cool. I think the group of shovel nose that I saw, Candy, were at that little lake in Billings by the dog park. Stopped in there one time, and there was a bunch of shovel nose out in the middle of the lake. Oh no, I still have 2 more to go. I should do another one here pretty quick, huh? Oh, if you're talking about the giveaways, I still have 2 giveaways to do, and I have 1 more painting to go over. Yeah, there's always tons of ducks there, but like I say, the one time, they look like mallards from a distance, but when I zoomed in on them, I realized they were shovel nose. And they're kind of ugly and neat looking at the same time. I thought about doing a drawing of one of them today, but I thought people would think that I totally messed it up because they're so odd looking. Yeah, they're ugly and cute at the same time. trying to help someone having nitrate issues in a 125 with two 10-inch koi. Yeah, koi are big, and he probably doesn't have any plants in there. So if he's got koi in a tank, even a 250-gallon tank, he should probably be doing, if they're like goldfish, like huge goldfish, which I'm assuming they are, I would say he should be doing like 75% water changes once or twice a week at least. Would be my opinion. Pothos would be good too, yeah, because that would help with the nitrates. But like I say, koi are going to eat any plants in there, so I'm going to assume he doesn't have any plants. So in that case, yeah, he probably needs to do large water changes and probably twice a week. Well, I'll tell you guys, everybody's going to see how gray my hair gets because I'm not going to go to Walmart and buy any hair dye. So for the next couple weeks, you're going to be seeing, next couple months, you're going to see everybody's natural hair color. Yeah, they'd be better off in a pond for sure, but if he's going to have them in a tank, he needs to do like really big water changes because without any plants in there, the nitrates are going to build up fast. Should we do the last one of the paintings that I selected? I don't remember what else I got on there. Let's see what else we got. I know I picked out 3, but it's been a couple weeks ago since I got it set it up. Oh, the wolf. I don't know what I was going to say about the wolf. The wolf is a wolf. Is a wolf. I'll look fabulous in gray, yeah. Okay, loaves and fishes, thank you for the super chat. And I will be shipping your drawing out tomorrow. This is a Conte crayon drawing on the handmade bark paper. And that's a Yellowstone wolf. And I ordered the bark paper, and it's handmade by, and has been for like 100 years, by a tribe in South America. And every piece is different, which I love about it. So when I order some, I always order like 10 pieces. And some of it's kind of plain, and some of it will be, it's just all different. But I got this one piece that this wolf is on, and it was really, really dark. And I was staring at it because sometimes you got to, with this bark paper, you have to, yeah, I did Moonstone. It's from one of my reference photos. When you use the bark paper, you have to match the drawing to the paper. You can't just try to make the paper work with the drawing. You've got to match them up, because you have to work with the bark paper, because it'll have some spots that are so soft that it won't, you'll rip it if you press down very hard. And it will have some parts of it that are slick and nothing will stick to it and stuff like that. So you kind of have to match the drawing to the paper. And I love the piece of paper, but it was really dark. And I was like, what am I going to do on this? And I was like staring at the paper and turning it around and around, looking at it in different directions. And it just started forming in my mind that a wolf coming out of the shadows would be pretty cool. So that's what I did, was a wolf coming out of the shadows. Yep, yep, that's the one. Did I fight the wolf? No. I took it from a distance. He was in Lamar Valley in Yellowstone. So anyway, it's Conte crayon. And if you guys have never heard about Conte crayon is, it's like a pencil, but really soft. And I always, or you can get it in sticks too. But the only you can get it in all the colors of the rainbow. But the Conte crayon, when I do a Conte crayon drawing, I just use sepia tones. That's all I've ever bought, because that's what I love it for, is the sepia tones. So that's what I used on this. And Conte crayon is one of the oldest mediums that there is. I mean, a lot of the old drawings that you see, like from the Renaissance and stuff, are Conte crayon. So I don't know what else to say about it, except I finished it and I posted it online. And this one lady that has bought quite a bit of my stuff, she instantly sent me a message saying, I want the wolf. And half an hour later, her brother messaged me that he wanted the wolf, and he's also bought a lot of stuff from me. And I kind of caused a family feud because she beat him to it. It's kind of like waxy pastel, yeah. Yep. Oh, I had Buddy with me one time in the park, and I found it was winter time, so there was hardly anybody on the roads at all. And I was just starting down into Lamar Valley, and I came across, right by the road, there was a deer carcass with a wolf on it. And I stepped out to get some pictures, stepped out of my truck. And I kept my truck in between me and the wolf, and had, so I could get back in the truck if I needed to. But I had Buddy with me, and he always knew that I was taking photographs of animals, and he would help me look. And he would kind of point his nose in the direction when he saw something and give a little bark to let me know, because he had watched for animals too. But he did not like it at all when I stepped out of the truck with that wolf there. I mean, he was absolutely having a fit. He did not want me out of the truck at all. But anyway, yep, so that's it for I think that's all I picked out. Let me double check, but I think that's all I picked out for this one. For this week, and next week I'll pick out 3 more. So let me go ahead and hit that, make sure that's all I got on there. I think that's all I got this week. But I'll let it run through and make sure. And yep, that was it. So let me go back to, you guys can look at my face again. Let me back up, and there I am in all my old glory. And thank you guys once again for the super chats. That was like extremely needed and very nice. Thank you. I appreciate it very much. Buddy is the best. Yep, he is. Because if given those tools and sepia tones, we can appreciate that. That's how I got to see what else you said there. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, that drawing was in Conte crayon. Okay, I'm going to give away the chipmunk. Are you guys ready for the chipmunk? Do you like Rhett and Link? What is that? Night Moonstone. Do you have time to walk and carry? I'll wait for you, Bob. Go ahead and let me know when you're back, and then we'll do the next drawing. So go for it. Go for it. And we'll do it as soon as you get back. I just have the two drawings that I'm still going to give away. These two here. I've only given away the fish so far. So we're going to do the chipmunk next, which is this guy here after Bob gets back. And then the last one we'll do tonight is Canadian goose. Oh, then probably Ed. If their thumbnails are, I'd probably watch them. I don't know. Let me see. And that's the wrong one. Oh, actually, there's a bunch of stuff on there that I don't watch, so probably not. Welcome back, Jazz. As soon as Bob gets back, we're going to give away the chipmunk. I'm cold, and actually, it just dawned on me, the reason I'm cold is probably because, what's the temperature? Because it's 37 degrees, and I still have my window open because it got up to 50 today. So I open up my window to let in fresh air. And I should probably shut you guys off for a second here while I go and shut my window. So hold on a second here. And I'm going to go shut my window. Because that would make sense why it's cold in here. Whew. Actually, it's getting a little bit nippy. Okay, let me turn me back on. I'm going to have a cigarette, though, so I should have left you guys off, but it's okay. You guys are used to me smoking. It's raining there. Ugh. Actually, my robe is in the bag of laundry that I'm going to take to the laundromat in the morning. Or I would have it on right now. Yep, that's a whitetail. You smoked a cigar outside? Oh, nice. What do you want, Mario? He looks at me with these great big eyes and like bats his eyelashes like he's so sweet. But while he's doing it, he's like got his claws on my knee, in my knee. Because he doesn't understand that it hurts. So he thinks he's like being so sweet and begging when actually he's got like both paws up on my knee and he's got his claws out. Yep, my old cat, his name is Mario. Nice rack. I don't know if it fits, If it fits, Aquamate, it fits. I still got a few cookies left too. I'll give Buddy some cookies. No, there, you got some. Get your claws out of me. I have never tried a cigar either, Ed. You have a Cuban cigar that you're saving for a special occasion? So how many people in here are stuck at home for a while? What are you doing, Mario? You got some. I gave you some. No, I don't really want to try a cigar rack. You're at home all the time. Me too. It's like, self-quarantining is easy for me because I never go anywhere either anyway. Okay, Jess, hurry up. I still smoke cigarettes, but I pack my own, so it costs me about $30 a month for 3 cartons of cigarettes. And after packing my own for a while, I don't even like it when I buy, like if I'm in a hurry and I buy a pack of cigarettes, it's like, bleh. A quality of life enhancement awaits you. What? Oh, with cigars? Oh, I doubt that. I'm just not into cigars. They kind of stink when somebody else has one, so I don't know if I'd like them or not. Probably not. You quit cigarettes 14 years ago? I've quit a couple times. One time I quit for 3 years, but everybody has their vices, and it's my only vice. The only time I have a drink, I never used to drink, but once or twice a year. Now I've got like a bottle of Fireball, so when I do my live stream, I'll have a little bit of Fireball in my coffee. But I don't go out drinking or anything like that. I don't do drugs and all that stuff, so I smoke, so that's it. Never leave home in the wintertime. The only time I ever go, it's like, it's been over a month ago, I filled up my truck, which holds 15 gallons, and I've still got a third of a tank of gas left. And that goes to show you how little I leave the house. Mostly I just go get groceries or go to the post office, like maybe once every couple weeks. That's the best coffee is code for Fireball. Damn straight. Pam's other vice is looking at men's butts. No. Oh, you're fine, Bob. If you're ready, we'll go ahead and I'll write down a number. And this one's going to be, we're going to do the chipmunk next, which is this one right here. which I did in a really big hurry during downstream. But this is a chunky little chipmunk. I almost did like a horse's butt, but I thought you guys would laugh too much, so I decided not to do it yet. Because I like horses' butts. So, okay, so the chipmunk is next. And what did I do with my little note card? There it is. So I got to write a number on it. Okay, so I have a number written down, and it's between 1 and 50. And when I hit start, you get one guess and one guess only. And whoever comes the closest without going over wins the chipmunk. So let me type in start, and I'll give you guys a chance here to wait. And I'll have a cigarette while you're typing in numbers. Oh, wait, I gotta start over again. I boo-booed. Stop. Because I boo-booed. We're gonna start over again. So we're gonna start over again as soon as everybody catches up here. Because I boo-booed. The number is between 50 and 100. Not between 1 and 50. It's between 50 and 100. So now we will start from right there. Sorry, guys. That was my fault. So it's between 50 and 100. One guess each. Hi, Ozzy. I think everybody's about done. I'll give it just another minute here. Is everybody done? Did you get in a number yet, Fishy Fun? It's between 50 and 100 and one guess. And I don't see one from you, so go ahead and put one in real quick. And it's for the chipmunk. Sean got 69. And Jay's bet is sitting out this one. I think everybody wants that Canadian goose. Okay, I think everybody's done. So, Bob, you came really close, but Derek hit it right on the nose. Because it's number 84. Right there on the bottom. So Derek won that one. And I've still got your address because you won one a couple weeks ago. Yep, Derek hit it right on the nose. Bob almost got that one. So the last one is going to be the goose. And what time is it? 10:35. So before I decide to, I'm not sure what time I'm going to get off here. Maybe an hour or less. And before I get off, we'll do the Canadian Goose. Okay, Jesse. Yep, Derek got the chipmunk. Your son keeps guessing 95. When I do the goose, it's going to be a number between 1 and 50, I think. Because of the other two, I went high, so the next one I'll do lower. Okay, so I went over my art, and I gave away 2 little drawings. So what else does everybody want to talk about now? Okay, good night, fishing. What number do you think you'll choose? 110. Story time. What story do you want to hear? Subject. Give me a subject. Okay, Dragonlair. Thank you so much for coming in. Anything but apocalypse talk. Oh my God, there's been people. I've been on a couple live streams with people, and they were like talking about, buying guns and studying what is edible and where you live and all this stuff. And I'm like, it's not the end of the world, guys. This too shall pass, and life will go back to normal. It's just going to take a while. We're just like going through something right now, but things will get back to normal. You don't need to go buy a bunch of guns and get ready for the apocalypse, because no, just no. People can be strange. I know it's not the plague, it's not good, but it's not the end of the world, and it too shall pass. People like me and like you, Dennis, you got to be careful. I got to be careful. Bob needs to be careful. And like Father Fish, and it is hitting some younger people really hard, but for the most part, it's older people or people with compromised immunity system. I heard there's a 3-year-old that has it really bad and is in the hospital. But for the most part, it's older people. Oh no, Big D, don't say that. Sore throat is one of the signs of it. Sore throat and a dry cough. I have talked about Betty before, but I can tell you about how I got Betty again. You wish you could buy a real lightsaber? That'd be kind of cute, huh? Hello, World Aquarium Singapore. How are you? No fever, though? That's good. No, I'm not going to talk about stuff like that. Derek, it's bad enough if I like have a little bit of fireball and try to paint. No fever. See, you're probably okay. Just be careful when you go out. Good night, Moonstone. Thank you for coming in. Okay, so I'll tell you about how I got Buddy. My buddy. It's a little bit of a sad story, but it has a happy ending. Buddy, there was this guy that, like, my landlord had when I was in Livingston. He had a big house, like, kind of behind my backyard that was like divided into with two separate apartment type houses. And he was redoing the one side of it, like remodeling it. And he had this guy working for him. How do you email me? I'll put it in here. Copy and paste, because if you spell it wrong, it won't go through. Oh, Candy beat me to my own email. Now, is that sad or what? I mean, it's my email, and she typed it faster than me. Your 13-year-old nephew had a fever a few days ago, and he's better now. He might have had it because most kids don't even know that they have it. Murdered a guy and stole Betty? No. Anyway, he had this guy working for him, and the guy had Buddy. And he would, like, tie him up in the backyard, which was, like, adjacent to my yard, the little bit of yard that I had. So, over a few weeks, he used to, like, at first he barked at me. And then I made him cookies one time, and he's really smart. He never forgot where the cookies came from. So then he was my friend. So anyway, this guy owned him. And one day my landlord called me, and he was desperate because he's not a dog person. And he said he needed to find somebody that would watch this German Shepherd because the kid that owned him was in jail. So I told him, yeah, I'll take him for a while. So I took him, and I just had such a blast with him, but I tried really hard not to fall in love with him. He's such a good dog. I take him over to the dog park and play Frisbee with him, and he was an excellent Frisbee dog. I mean, he would jump like straight up in the air, like, and get the Frisbee, and he was really good. There'd usually be a crowd standing watching him by the time I got done. I remember one time I took him to the dog park with my youngest, and I accidentally threw the Frisbee. Oh, there was a corral right next to the dog park that had a 6-foot fence around it, and they would practice cow penning and stuff. And I accidentally threw the Frisbee over the 6-foot fence into the corral. And Buddy was standing at the fence looking at his Frisbee, whining. And the gate to get into the corral was like way the heck down at the end of the road where you turn to go into the dog park. So it was probably 2 blocks away. And we're standing there like, oh my God, we're going to have to walk around at the gate and go get that Frisbee. And Buddy jumped over that 6-foot fence from a standstill right beside the fence. He cleared that 6-foot fence, grabbed his Frisbee, and jumped back with it. I'm like, okay, that solved that problem. Anyway, so I was babysitting Buddy. The guy was in jail for taking stolen goods to the pawn shop. So he was in jail for about 2 months. And then my landlord told me he was getting out of jail one night. So I was all prepared to give Buddy back. And I guess the landlord and somebody else talked to him and talked him into just letting me keep Buddy. Because the guy is an alcoholic. And he would go out like for 3 or 4 days and leave Buddy in the car with no food or water or able to go. We didn't even take him out to go to the bathroom. He'd just be locked in the car for 3 or 4 days. So, did I give him the stolen goods? No, I did not. But anyway, so they talked the guy into just giving me Buddy. And Buddy's got a few problems from that. Like, he absolutely panics if I go to somebody's house and leave him in the car. He will absolutely panic. Now I can go to the store, and he's smart, and he'll look and see the store, and I can leave him in the parking lot in the car while I go shopping, and he's perfectly fine. He just curls up on the seat. But if I go to somebody's house and leave him in the car, it scares him and he panics. And the other thing that he panics about that I found out was from living with this guy is the guy's son, I guess, was kind of an animal abuser. He's one of those weird people that takes pleasure in hurting animals. And he always wore a stocking cap all year long. And Buddy is scared of men in stocking caps, and he always has been since I've had him. So that's the other thing that's a little bit odd about Buddy. That's from before I got him. And he was about a year and a half old when I got him. So, and he is 12 years old now, I think. So I've had him a while. And now he's getting old. So that's the story about how I got Buddy. Yeah, it's not Buddy's fault, and I totally understand. The stocking cap took me a while because when I was working at the bear place, I'd take Buddy up there with me. And Billy, one of the people that worked at the bear place, he loved Buddy, and he would always play with him. And Buddy was always so excited to see him. And wintertime came, and he went to play ball with Buddy, and Buddy was hiding behind my legs. And he knew who he was, and he was like half whining because he was excited to see him, but he was too scared to come out from behind my legs. And I couldn't figure it out. And then a friend of mine that knew the guy that used to have him told me about the stocking cap. And that's what it was, because Billy had switched from wearing his baseball cap to wearing a stocking cap because it was cold. And Buddy was scared of the stocking cap. Yeah, he's a sweetheart. Buddy's just totally a sweetheart. It's going to be a really sad day when I lose him. And it's not going to be that far off. And it kind of breaks my heart. But, that's what happens when you have pets. They get old on you. That's right, Annie. Exactly. Yeah, he's spoiled, but he's such a good dog. He's always has been a really good dog. And he was so easy to train and stuff. And he's always been a really good dog and learns stuff just super, super fast. And I so seldom ever put a leash on him because, like, say if I'm traveling up to Montana and let him out to go to the bathroom, I just point at where I want him to go, and that's where he'll go. And then he comes right back, and as soon as I call him, he's right back and jumping in the truck. And it's just, he's a really good dog. Yeah, that's the thing. That's what's hard about having a pet, is losing him. Yeah, Buddy's spoiled with the cookies and stuff, but he deserves it. He deserves it. He's always been just a super, super good dog, and I love him. So I think I'm not going to try to go to till 1 o'clock in the morning tonight. Your grandpa has a cat named Billy Bob. But I'm thinking I'm going to like shut it down here pretty quick. So what do you guys think? In 10 minutes, we'll do the last drawing. Does that sound good to everybody? And then we got to remember, Blake's going to be on tonight, but not until 1 o'clock my time. So it'll be like, he'll be on like 2 hours after I shut it down. Yeah, Mario is the same age as Buddy, and he's just an ornery cat. He always has been. I love him dearly, but yeah, he's a pain in the neck. And I can pick up Mario and stuff, but he doesn't really like it. He always sleeps with me. He's always got to sleep on my legs. And if I get up to go to the bathroom or anything, he's right behind me because he has to know where I'm at all times. And he's got to be close to me at all times. But he doesn't want to be picked up and he doesn't want to be petted. And his way of showing affection is to dig his claws into me. I remember when I was living in Livingston, I had a cat door. So he'd go in and out as he wanted to. And I went to bed one night, and I heard him come in through the cat door. And I heard him, like, go over to my studio, to my desk, and start crying because I wasn't there. And then I heard him, like, crying all the way through the kitchen and into the living room. And he looked in the living room, and I wasn't there, and he was crying. So I was laying in bed, and I called him. I said, Mario, come on, I'm in here. So I heard him running, and I stuck my hand down beside the bed to like let him smell my hand, let him know I was in bed. And he came over and he smelled my hand, and he wrapped his paws around my arm and he bit me. Because that's Mario. That's the way he is. Cats can be a pain in the ass. And I know when I went on to the hospital and I was going to be back the next day, but I ended up being gone for a week. Last year, when I got home from the hospital, Buddy was so excited to see me that he was crying. He was literally like whining, and there were tears in his eyes and stuff. He was so happy to see me. Mario was pissed because I had been gone, and he was pissed. And when I came in and sat down at the computer, he laid down in the kitchen with his back to me and his ears pinned. And I just kind of ignored him, and after about 2 hours, he was like halfway across the living room, but not close to me yet. And he laid down with his back to me and his ears pinned. And it was like probably about 4 or 5 hours before he decided that he would forgive me and let me live. And he came and laid down underneath my chair. Because that's Mario. He's a pain in the ass. Oh yeah, pet fox would be kind of awesome, wouldn't it? But like say, Mario doesn't like to be picked up, and he doesn't like to be petted. And I have not heard him purr very often either. But wherever I'm at, he's at. He's got to be wherever I am. And like say, even if I get up and go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, he will get up and follow me in there because he's got to make sure that I'm coming back to bed. So I'm going to have a cigarette, and then we're going to give away the goose, the Canadian goose. So everybody better be ready for it. And then after that, I'm going to call it a night and make myself a bowl of rice. Oh, that's sad, Bob. Yep, I've always gotten along with animals too. It's like people will say, oh, don't get close to that dog. He hates everybody. And they always love me. Couldn't sleep. What did you miss? Not much, but I'm going to give away the last drawing for the night, which is the Canadian goose. I'm going to give it away here in about 5 minutes as soon as I have the cigarette. Yep, the Canadian goose is going to go. I'm going to make you a drawing this week, rack. So probably next week, I'll show it off and see if you want it. Oh, you have a coyote pup? Just don't let her out because somebody will end up shooting her for sure. Oh yeah, I'll send. I know she wanted to. I thought you were telling me to message her about what I need again. I got in trouble for that because I didn't last week. She told me to send her a list of stuff I need, and I haven't done it yet. But I will send her a message right now and let her know that I'm going to give away the goose here pretty quick. So let me send her a message. Yes. 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 She'll be mad at me if she's gone when I give it away, so. She saw it. Okay, she'll probably be coming in. Oh yeah, everybody watch Bob's playlist because he only needs like 300 more hours. There's Jess. Okay. So I'm going to finish this cigarette and I'm going to give away the goose and then I'm going to call it a night. And if anybody wants to stream, it's going to be about 2 hours before Blake starts. So if somebody else wants to stream, that would be a good thing. Have a couple hours. So Bob, you could go on, or Jess, you could go on. So like I said, I'm going to finish the cigarette and give away the goose. And then I'm going to get a bowl of rice and probably do a couple more drawings for next week. You begged her to let you know. Yeah. Yeah, Blake is the one that's scheduled next, but it's in 2 hours, and I really don't want to go another 2 hours tonight. I got stuff to do. So we're going to give away another drawing, play another guessing game. Cam Pam. Yep, we need someone to fill the void. I'd listen to somebody's stream. It's just I got some stuff I want to get done. I haven't told you the number yet. Shh, Josh, don't tell everybody. Oh, I got to think of a number, huh? Hmm. Okay, I got a number written down, but I'm going to finish this cigarette. And then when I type start, everybody guess one number, and it'll be between 1 and 50. And the closest one to it without going over is going to be the winner of the Canadian Goose. Yep, it's going to be under 50 this time. It's going to be between 1 and 50. It's going to be between 1 and 50 then. And one guess, and the closest one to it without going over. Are you guys ready? We shall do it to it. Let me type in start. What did River Life do? Okay, has everybody got their numbers in? If there was a tie, then I'd just do a tiebreaker one, so it's no big deal. So same numbers, okay. I'd just do a tiebreaker between the two of you. but somebody guessed it exactly. So if everybody's done, I'm going to type done. And the number is number 32. And I think Kiwi got it exactly. So let me go back and double check. Gnarly almost got it. Yep, Kiwi got it. Hit it right on the nose. Big J was one number too high. Yep, Kiwi got it. So send me your address, Kiwi, and I will get it in the mail. You're going to pout in the corner. Well, there'll be some more drawings next week. I'm going to do it again, do some new drawings next week. So there's my email. You get a slap on the back, Aquamate. Congratulations, you're third. Okay, so Kiwi, send me an email with your address when you get a chance. And I got it written down here, and that will go out in the morning. So congratulations to Loaves and Fishes and Kiwi and Derek. Won the drawings this week, and next week we'll do 3 more. Yeah, I think it works out pretty well. Like I say, if there did happen to be a tie, I just do another one just between the people who tied. So yes, and thank you to the super chatters tonight. Thank you very much. Very, very much. And thank you to my Patreons. I appreciate y'all very much. And when I go to the post office, I'm trying to get everything ready to go to town at once. I'll be sending some stuff to my Patreons that have some stuff coming too. Yep, I still have your address. And yeah, it's just I don't want to make a bunch of trips to the post office because I don't want to like be standing in line there, because there is a confirmed case in Laramie. So Pam, I want a list or else. Okay, Jess, I'll send you something tonight or in the morning. Thank you very much for coming in, and thank you everybody for coming in. And with that, I'm going to sign off. And thank you, and everybody have a good night. Remember, Blake is on in 2 hours. If somebody wanted to jump on and fill the gap, it'd be wonderful. I'm just like not really up to a long one tonight. So I don't believe her. I don't know why. Just because I sent her an email. I sent her an email last week saying that I'd send an email in the morning. Or a message. I did. I did. I sent her a message saying I'd send her a message in the morning. And then I forgot. What can I say? Okay. Good night, everybody. Love you guys. Bye. Thank you all